But first, want to win someone's heart? Well, you can always try chocolate, the tried and true way. Now, in the days leading up to Valentine's Day, we, as a country, buy more than 58 million pounds of chocolate candy worth $345 million. Not only does it taste good, it's also good for you. Dr. Will Clower of Mediterranean Wellness and a regular contributor on our show every other Monday is here today to talk about Valentine's Day, love, chocolate, and all manner of other fun things. Dr. Will, always a pleasure.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this Valentine's Day thing, the chocolate business is not a hoax. It's not just a gimmick. It's
not
really
at all. And the
real deal.
It absolutely. And the fact that you give chocolate during Heart Month for the people you love, they're all tied in together in a really kind of interesting way. Yeah, actually, I have to say that Valentine's Day started as a tradition in ancient Roman times. They had this festival called Lupercalia, where the women would put their tokens into this huge urn, and the men would pick it out. And if they picked the woman, then they got to marry that person. It was essentially a lottery marriage.
Wow.
And then, about 500 years later, a pope said the whole lottery marriage thing, we're not buying that.
Right.
So he established Saint Valentine as the patron saint to replace that Lupercalia festival.
Yes.
And that's how we got St. Valentine's Day, because he was martyred for marrying Christians.
Oh, I see.
So
I didn't know that.
You know what's funny too is that tradition continued through the Middle Ages, but what they did was they had a bowl, and the females would put in a scrap of their name, and for a week, if the male drew her name, they got to be girlfriend, boyfriend. But then the male would pin it to his sleeve, hence wearing your heart on your sleeve,
of course.
where that came from. And by the time we get to like 1963, Congress established the Heart Month as February because heart
Valentine's
disease.
Day?
Yeah, Valentine's Day, and that heart disease is such a big killer in the U.S. And the interesting thing is that love has a positive effect on your heart.
Sure.
So it's a perfect marriage of those two things.
And we now know so does chocolate.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, when did that? When did we discover that? Because isn't that fairly recent?
It is. It is. The onset of chocolate as a health food is very recent. What we know now is that chocolate has the polyphenols and antioxidants that are good for your heart. It lowers your stress. It lowers your blood pressure. It raises the good cholesterol, lowers the bad cholesterol. This stuff is a health food. It's good for your heart.
In moderation.
In moderation,
I imagine,
of course.
Like red wine, for instance.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And if you give it to someone you love, the expression of love between people is heart healthy. As a matter of fact, there's great research done right here at Carnegie Mellon showing that the people who have positive relationships with their spouse, with their children, with the people they love in their life, their pets, those people are less likely to die of all causes, especially heart-related causes, than other people. What they say is that being in those relationships with people is as healthy as quitting smoking, and more healthy than the positive benefits of exercise.
Because, because of what? Because it releases some kind of chemical, endorphins, or
absolutely.
What does it do?
Endorphins, but also if you give someone you love a hug, they release oxytocin, which does three wonderful things. It reduces your stress levels, it reduces your blood pressure, and it also boosts your immunity, so you're less likely to get sick.
Okay.
So all of that works together.
Right.
And so if you give your love or someone you care about chocolate, not only are you benefiting their heart health through the chocolate, but also through the very act that is symbolized in Valentine's Day. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And are certain kinds of chocolates better than others?
It's all about the cocoa. It's all about the cocoa.
The cocoa.
The dark chocolate is the better. These are dark chocolate. I'm going to leave these with you as your heart medication. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Will. Thank you. Actually, if you want to take one or two yourself,
okay,
I'll do that as a loving gesture, my friend.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
See, return the favor.
Absolutely.
Let's talk briefly. You've got a whole raft of statistics about Valentine's Day,
all
fun stuff.
Neat stuff.
Let me ask you, and I know the answer, so I have to, for full public disclosure, tell you that. The reason I ask is because my wife is one of these people. Who gets the most Valentine's Day cards every year?
Teachers, far and away.
Yeah.
Because everybody loves their teachers. It's very interesting, and 85% of all Valentines are purchased by women, but it's interesting because 15% of U.S. women send flowers to themselves for Valentine's Day.
Oh my
and
gosh.
3% send gifts to their pets for Valentine's Day.
I'm not surprised at that.
Yeah. And the thing that
My
surprised
mother's
me
one of those.
that was very interesting is that the Italian city of Verona, where Shakespeare set Romeo and Juliet,
Sure.
that city gets about 1,000 love letters, Valentines, every year addressed to Juliet.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
Don't they know she's no longer with us?
Yes, it's just...
She dies at the end of the play,
Right.
folks.
You got to stay
So does
through
Romeo.
the end. You got to stay through the end. That's right.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
what else now? Why red? The heart, I guess, but is there something about the Venus? Did I read the flower was a favorite of the goddess Venus or something?
You know, as a biologist, I have to say that the color red has special significance. In when primates, for example, when they're mating, they will show red on their bottoms when they go into estrus. It's a signal to the guys that it's mating time.
They're
It's
ready.
time. Yes, that they're
yeah.
ready. And in primal cultures, what they would often do is they would take red ochre dye and they would paint the bottom of their heels so that when they walk, they would flash little red, and it's their way of attracting males.
Right.
Red itself is a very, very it's an attractive color for love.
A come on kind of
It
a color.
really absolutely is.
Yeah. So the
absolutely
rose
is.
then was just a natural.
Yeah, exactly,
obviously.
exactly.
Hallmark. How many cards? How many cards go out every?
Oh, it's 1 billion
Cards.
Valentines. Yes,
Yeah,
every
well-
year. It's second only to Christmas. During Christmas they send out 2.6 billion, and so it's not even close. But the next closest one
Right.
is Valentine's. And what they say is that like most Valentines are sent by women, but guys, they don't plan until the very last second.
Yeah. Oh,
like
that's
they
good.
never know what they're going to do. I
Yeah.
forgot the number is like 90% of them don't even plan, and then it's just like whatever, you know, I pick up at the store on the Eckerd on the way home. That's
Yeah.
that's what goes home.
Well, I gave Debbie 2 cards, and they were there. They were waiting for her this morning, and she goes, "Well, I'm not giving you your cards till tonight. Can you take these back?" And I said,
Right.
"Sure.
Okay,
You know,
whatever you wanna
I'll hang
do."
on to 'em. And then I've got this one from some
From
secret
Johnny
admirer.
Poo.
To
Yeah.
Johnny Poo. I've got to find out
Sweetheart, that wasn't me.
who that is. Okay,
Okay.
I'm afraid it might have been Jim Loke. Which I'm not looking forward to, but anyway, Dr. Will, thank you.
What a pleasure.
Oh, it
Good to
has
see
been
you.
always, and happy Valentine's Day,
Happy
my friend.
Valentine's
Thanks
Day.
for the chocolates. Take
You
a
bet.
couple. Dr. Will Clower, Mediterranean Wellness. He's here every other Monday to talk about healthy living, as he did today. Thanks so much, Will. Up next.